hate this game. Why am I so bad at it? No, fucking fire. Stupid leaping, flaming. No, yes, no, yes, yes. Okay, yeah. Damn it. Hey there.
Hi there.
Hello there.
You know what's crazy?
The cuckoos that have yet to fly over the nest?
Sure. But I was gonna say the amount of homework you need to do for movies these days.
Oh yeah, totally. First of all, 6 Star Wars movies.
12 Marvel movies!
How many Planet of the Apes movies are there now?
Well, technically there's only 2 of those that matter right now.
That's a stretch. But what about Mad Max?
No, continuity doesn't matter much with those movies.
Jurassic...
No, not Jurassic World. Well, maybe. But Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those movies are long. Those first 2 movies are just under 2.5 hours.
And part 3, which was originally 1 book, is, being split up into 2 movies. But despite the fact that this story is so huge, it needs to be 2 movies. It's somehow barely 2 hours long. So, the biggest, most epic story of the whole series is now...
Lindsay?
CP?
Getting off track.
Right. So, to rewatch The Hunger Games is just under 7 hours of your life? So fuck that.
Yeah, why spend 7 hours rewatching all the movies when you could just spend 15-ish minutes watching 2 dudes recount it?
I think we all know the answer to that one.
So Hunger Games. And just for the record, the movies, none of this book crap. Lindsay?
The Hunger Games.
So, in a kinda crappy future, our heroine lives with her little family in their section of society, broken up by different groups.
The story proper begins the day that our heroine makes a life-changing decision at a public event that separates them out into a new, for them, section of this society and starts them on a path to save the world.
Not Slytherin. Not Slytherin.
Well, if you're sure, better be
thoughtless.
Now, while our hero comes from a simple background which makes them a perfect protagonist, it doesn't mean they know what they need to be a hero. So time to get a learning.
But because they're the main character, they are, of course, super amazingly awesome at something, and that skill allows them to stick out from the crowd.
Don't look back!
But they're not in on it alone, making friends along the way.
Not just friends, though, but love as well.
And maybe more than one love interest, bringing 3 people into a 3-pronged love web, guaranteed not to end well for someone.
But of course, it can't all be fun in games, so there are some bullies that have issues with our lead for reasons.
So some shit happens along the way, but that's nothing compared to the shit when shit gets real, and some don't make it.
And to save the day, hard choices must be made.
All wrapped up with an open-ended finale to guarantee sequels.
And thusly, it is time for part 2.
Catching Fire, which opens with our hero reflecting on the previous movie and those lost. This time, the government that isn't exactly ideal is fleshed out a bit, instead of just talked about.
But not just the government gets fleshed out, there are whole sections of this world that we just heard about last time that are right there at the get-go for us to learn about. And since this is a sequel, the love entanglements are even more entangled. But who cares about love? This is a sequel that is about revolution.
After the events of Part 1, the government is cracking down on the populace to keep things under control. And it becomes difficult to see who is friend and who is foe as everyone plays different sides.
Now, being a sequel, this one can at times feel like the first movie, but it is also bigger.
Even the locations, while being different, feel weirdly similar to the first one.
Actually, you ever notice how in both part 1 and part 2, our lead only really kills one person? And not only does she only kill one person in both movies, but both kills are weirdly similar. They involve her looking in one direction and then turning around and shooting an arrow and nailing someone in the chest and just killing them outright. And both of them involve, her killing this person after that person has killed a female character that she was friends with.
Weird.
Super weird.
Wait. Katniss kills 2 dudes in part 1.
Oh, no. She shoots one guy in the chest, and of course he dies, but the other guy she shoots with an arrow, she hits in the hand. And yes, the pain for being shot with an arrow in the hand, causes him to flail around kind of wildly because, that shit hurts. But that's not really her fault. She didn't shoot a lethal shot at him. It was his own pain and his own inability to handle the situation that caused him to fall off the cornucopia. So she only directly kills one person.
Huh. Yeah. Well, there's the girl that died from the bees, but again, indirectly.
Exactly. It's almost kind of weirdly like Susan Collins isn't really that original of a writer.
Hey, come on. You did 2 videos in that already. We're not doing that.
All right. Back to the sequels. So, there's more of the same as the first movie?
And at the end, there's a huge rescue operation.
And then the rug is pulled out from under the feet of the audience. Or it would be if it wasn't an overly set up and kind of obvious twist. That part of this world that was supposedly destroyed is actually just fine.
Which brings us to part 3. Part 1. Part 3, part 1, 3.1.
And the only thing you need to know about part 3 is that emphasis on one of, Katniss's boyfriend gets seriously fucked with by the government, causing his cuckoos to now be the ones that are over the nest, and that's it. A war starts, so her boyfriend goes crazy, and a war starts. That's it. It's a 2-hour-long story that could have been told in 30 minutes.
Lindsay, seriously, do I need to put you in a timeout?
I'd like to see you try, Mr. New York.
Fine.
Wait, what's happening?
Lindsay,
Dad, I'm filming.
no,
Come on.
Look, I'm sorry to interrupt. There's someone named CP on the phone.
No.
He says that you are misbehaving, then we have to have an intervention.
Wait, hey,
So-
come on.
Hey, come with me. Come with me.
Hey, wait, but
I got him, CP. Don't worry. We'll take care of him.
I've been trying to rein you in and keep you from going on your tangents.
The Hunger Games is ultimately pretty good. That's why I make fun of it. It's worth the thought to make fun of.
Even as good as Hunger Games is, if you've seen one, you've seen them all, and that's really unfortunate. So for Lindsay, who is currently in a timeout, I am CP from Will I Like It.